Hello everyone, Michael here with the Daily Note 23 YouTube channel. Welcome to part 8 of what's new in Android 4.3 for the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. In this video, I'll talk about all the little minor things that I've missed, some follow-ups to things said in previous videos, and I'll finish off this series by listing my top likes and dislikes about Android 4.3 for the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. So let's get started. One thing that I have not mentioned but you may have noticed is how much more responsive the UI is. The panel moves with a bit more swiftness and pinching out of the UI is many times more responsive. Also, moving of the icons and widgets is a bit more refined. The icons and widgets actively move out of the way, and the ones that have moved out of the way have this neat bouncing animation. Next, changes to settings. A new way to get your settings is through the notification panel. Just pull down the notification bar and hit the settings button. In the settings, you'll notice that all the settings are better organized. However, it is more closely organized to how the menus are organized on the Galaxy S4, and it is pretty different to how the menus are organized on the Galaxy Note 3. Recommended shortcuts. Additional to the Page Buddy that you're used to seeing when you plug in your earphones, dock the Note 2 or pull out the S Pen, you now get recommended shortcuts with identical icons in the notification panel. If you want to turn off Page Buddy and recommended shortcuts, you can simply hit the settings button here or go to Settings, Display, Page Buddy. If you like it on your notification panel but not on your home screen or vice versa, there doesn't seem to be an option for that. It is either that you have both enabled or disabled. However, what is good is that you can selectively enable it for the S Pen, but not the earphones, unlike the Note 3, which doesn't give you that flexibility for each type of peripheral. Next, when playing music through the stock music player, you'll notice that when you go to unlock your device, the music player widget is temporarily the home lock screen widget. Definitely a welcome feature. And just some really minor stuff. When you do a swipe to do a screenshot, the sound has changed. Share apps in the application tray. Is this new? I'm not sure if this is new, but it is the first time seeing this feature, so I thought I'd point it out. The feature is definitely a convenient feature because how often are you looking for that exact same app that someone else is running with a bit of difficulty? Probably all the time. But this feature is not without faults. It just automatically creates a link to the Google Play Store based on the package name for the app. However, not all apps come from Google Play, so you might want to test the link before you send the link to anyone. And one very last thing, I said in a previous video how you couldn't collapse notifications with one finger. Well, it turns out that you can if you don't lift your finger after you've expanded. As a matter of fact, you can expand multiple notification messages and collapse them too without ever letting your single finger off the screen. So that's about it when it comes to improvements on Android 4.3. So in summary, here are my top likes and dislikes for Android 4.3 on the Galaxy Note 2. Customizable lock screen widgets. Just having the option to use Cronus as the main lock screen widget adds visual appeal to my Galaxy Note 2 experience. Definitely a huge plus. Light unlock, it is beautiful. That ripple unlock, which was fine for a year, seriously needed a refreshing update. New notification bar and panels. You know something is right when you just seamlessly use a new feature like you've been using it that way for the last few years. Stock browser. The best desktop browser somehow managed to get insanely better by the way of speed improvements. Here are my top dislikes for Android 4.3. Move to SD. After being removed by Google in Android 4.1, Move to SD is back, but this time it will only move a tiny fraction of the data it was doing on Android 4.0. Knox. It would have been so much more useful if they let us use any app inside the Knox separate container. Until then, Knox will only be something for people who need to comply with security measures for their work at a cost to their convenience. Group Play. According to some early videos on YouTube, video sharing was present on the beta version of Android 4.3 for the Galaxy Note 2, which means that they went out of their way to remove a good feature on the final version. So if you've enjoyed this video and this series, please make sure you hit that like button. Feel free to check out my other videos on my YouTube channel and subscribe for more upcoming videos. And once again, thanks for watching.